Kendall's red-hot season continues as the Cubs are 75-40, and yes, Kendall is pretty much the breakaway MVP candidate right now. Everybody has this dude on their ballot. He's pretty much unanimous right now, and let's see if he can keep this dream season going today against the tough Boston Red Sox. Now today we're facing Jorge Baez, who is 4-5 in the season with a crazy high ERA, and yeah, we're about to take advantage of this guy. So here comes the GOAT, leading the National League in both average, home runs, and RBIs. Yeah, I mean, this dude is having an incredible season. Let's keep things going as we jump into the month of August right now. Now the Cubbies are already off to a great start with a 1-0 lead here in Fenway Park, and the first pitch is coming in. It's gonna be, oh boy, Kendall, that's not what we wanted. Now, after a horrible swing, Kendall's gonna try to answer back here. This one is a little bit closer. He splits it off to the second baseman, but it's literally right at him. Where's Dustin Pedroia? Dustin Pedroia is not at second base for the Red Sox. This seems a little weird to me. Now Boston has taken a 2-1 lead after Kendall kind of choked and hits it bat. They have a runner on base now with only one out. This one's going to go into him. Aguero's going to hit one of the first base. He's going to be stopped. He's going to go there. He's going to try to go for the tag at Kendall, but it's a wide throw. The runner gets into second base. Unfortunately, even though Kendall ran to him, it's not going to be an out. All right, Kendall is back after a laser shot to the second baseman. What can he do in his second at bat of the ball game? Now, Boston has found a way to extend their lead from 2-1 to 3-1. Now, we have a runner on first base, and the pitcher's trying to keep an eye on him because he has a little bit of speed, about an 80 speed, 77 steal. This guy could try and swipe second base for us. Now with 2 outs and 1 guy on, again, still down 2 runs. This one is, oh, that's, again, Kendall, you're a sucker for those outside balls. You're swinging at him like crazy. Kendall has worked his way into a hitter's count. It's a 3-2 count, but again, anything close, we got to protect that plate. We got extremely, maybe even bailed out there. Anthony Rizzo's going to come up now, but that was a 7-pitch walk. Might have been a strike. I think the pitcher has something to be angry about. Now here comes the man, Anthony Rizzo. Look at Anthony Rizzo. His average is now above 300 in the season. Maybe this dude can turn things around, but again, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Anthony Rizzo hasn't really been clutch, but positive vibes. Let's see what he can do. And yeah, that's definitely the old Anthony Rizzo that we're used to seeing. All right, now Kendall is back up again. Had a line out in the first inning, got walked in the third inning. Maybe he can finally put the bat on the ball here and drive in some runs for the Cubbies. Now Boston has increased their lead from 3-1. Now it's 7-2 as we did get finally another run on the board with a runner on third base now. Kendall looks for something, and yeah, it's a nice fly ball, Kendall. Not going to do us any good here, so that's going to be an easy out for the first baseman. So far in today's game, Kendall has not looked like the MVP that he's been showing all season long. This man better do something quickly, or we're going to be out here with the loss today. Now it's an 8-2 lead for Boston now, here in the top of the 7th inning. Kendall's got a chance to go for a showtime hit here, so we're going to try to lock in. Oh, it's right where we want it. Kendall gets it, and ladies and gentlemen, the king is finally emerging. Thank you, Kendall. That's a power swing, baby. Out to deep right field. Look at the flick of the wrist. A no-doubt shot. Look, I'm going to be honest. We may not walk out here with a W today, but at least Kendall finally put the bat on the ball and showed the Boston Red Sox that he is still something to be reckoned with. That's Kendall's 47th home run of the season, going over 430 feet. The fans, even though they're Boston Red Sox fans, are still hyped to see Kendall rip one out to deep right field. Now, Rusney Castillo's up with a 9-3 lead here for Boston. Again, Kendall hit a solo shot in the early part of the inning. Now can the Boston Red Sox answer? Nobody on, 1 out. Castillo's going to hit one to Kendall. He's going to show the range, though. Look at Kendall again. This could be the year that Kendall finally wins a Gold Glove. He has done nothing but look perfect in the field. Here comes Kendall. A fly out, a walk, and then a nasty home run in the 7th inning. What are we looking at right now? It's still, well, a 9-3 ball game for the Boston Red Sox. Let's at least try to make things a little less disheartening. Now first pitch to the bat with nobody on, 1 out, and Kendall rips one again to right field. This time it's a normal swing. He's going all the way back. Can he get to it? No one is going to get to it unless they're a fan who happened to buy a ticket. 2 home runs for Kendall on the day, both of them being solo shots. If we just could have had people on base, it would have been so much better. Unfortunately for Kendall, though, he did have guys on base earlier in the game, but he was too busy choking or getting walked to actually come up clutch. But his 48th home run of the season there goes again to deep right field. 390 feet, not quite 400, but still it counts all the same. And unfortunately for the Cubbies, we're going to walk out of here with the loss today. The Boston Red Sox ended up getting the best of us, but still, Kendall gets 2 home runs, both of them being solo shots. Something to build on, but we got to make sure we keep winning games as we're getting closer to the playoffs. You must have ate your fiber today. Nice slugging. Oh, you know it, man. Big dogs gotta eat always. You make my job easy when you do what you're doing, and fun as heck. You know what, coach? We got your back today. Whenever the Cubs and the Cardinals get together, it's usually a pretty big showdown. But look at our records. They're completely flipped. The Cardinals are pretty much hot garbage right now. We are 76-42, and they've barely won 40 games this season. Now today, of course, Kendall is in the spotlight. Look at the Sultan of SWAT. The beard is looking incredible. I want to know from you guys, though, should Kendall keep the beard? Should he shave the beard? Should he grow the beard to be even crazier than it is right now? Let me know in the comments down below. Today we're facing Gerrit Cole, 6-11 on the season, a decent ERA, but his win-loss record is pretty bad. Now here comes Kendall again, leading the Cubs in pretty much every statistic that actually matters. The first two batters of the game have pretty much just created it out, so 2 outs, nobody on for Kendall. Low pitch is going to be a slider outside, and we lay off of that one. Unfortunately, it's going to be into foul territory. Now here we go with the 1-2 count, 2 outs. Cole goes high and up top, and Kendall says, I'm putting that one in right field. That one is going to go for a single for Kendall, and now the man with 33 stolen bases in the season gets a chance to get a stolen base, which is pretty rare for him because he's a pretty big power hitter. Now here comes Anthony Rizzo. If you guys saw him in the last game, dude pretty much struck out in a clutch situation. Hopefully Anthony Rizzo will keep that average above 300 and actually start dominating this season. So Kendall's going to inch out just a little bit now, waiting for the guy to lift his leg up. Gerrit Cole goes for his position. This ball's going to be hit right past the first baseman. Kendall's going to move over to third base. That is the slowest turn I think I have ever seen from Kendall. Still, no stolen base, but he does move to third, and now there are runners on first and third base. The only bad thing right now is that even though we have runners in the corners, we do have 2 outs, so there's an easy option at both second base and first base for an out here. Unless Cole Scruggs can do something nice, and Cole Scruggs says, you know what? I'm going to hit it to the second baseman, and I'm going to end this inning, unfortunately. Here comes Kendall. This dude is feeling pretty good. He poked one out to right field. It was looking pretty solid. But can we get some people on base for Kendall so we can try to get, you know, some more RBIs? And unfortunately, Kendall does not get his wish. St. Louis is out to a 1-0 lead, 2 outs, and nobody on for Kendall. This is going to be a low fastball that we rip, and Kendall nearly falls down on that swing. Okay, 0-2 count. Got to protect this plate. And this one's going to be a knuckler right up the middle. The shortstop makes a great play, kind of looking like Kendall there. And a nice scoop by the third baseman. Here comes Kendall, 1 for 2 again. Good bat in the first inning, a bad pretty much in the third inning. Let's see if he can pick things up here, and hopefully there's some guys on base for him. And finally there's someone on base, not really a speedster though, but there are 2 outs. St. Louis has increased their lead now to be 3-0. Kendall goes for a pitch that is again in the dirt and not even in the strike zone. His hit selection has been pretty horrible in today's game. Alright, here we go. The 0-2 count. This one's again a knuckler. This one is going to be hit. Could that be hit any more perfectly? Kendall shows off the wheels and gets a base hit of a ball that's hit probably 9 feet forward. That's pretty incredible. Alright, so here's Anthony Rizzo back up to 303 average now that he's actually playing pretty well in today's game. Cole's going to deliver this one. It's an off-speed pitch, and Anthony Rizzo just completely destroys it. It's going to be in the gap. If nothing else, that one's going to bounce off the wall. Kendall's going to easily go from first base into third base. Anthony Rizzo gets a stand-up double, and that's what I'm looking for, Anthony Rizzo. Thank you for coming through in the clutch. All right, now the game's getting a little bit more interesting. Here in the 5th inning, there's a runner on second base. There's 2 outs, but we're only down a single run. This ball's going to hit to Kendall. It's deep in the hole. We can't get to that one. I think the runner has a chance to score at home. It's going to be a play at the plate. This one's coming in close, and that could quite possibly be the worst throw I have ever seen from an outfielder. He might have a worse noodle arm than Doug Veeney. That's just insane. Now the Cardinals have went on a little bit of a rally. If only Kendall could have made that play, maybe that inning would have ended right there. But instead, now the Cardinals have a 4-run lead. This ball's going to hit to Kendall. It's an easy one, much easier than the last one. He's going to throw an easy ball over to Rizzo. Rizzo makes the out, and we're going to get out of this inning. Now, Greg Rosado's going to come in 3-6 in the season with a high ERA. Not exactly a vote of confidence from the manager if I'm putting this guy in the game. He hasn't really been all that great. But here comes Kendall, 2 for 3 in the day, 2 singles. Let's get some power behind those bats, Kendall. I'm feeling something good here. Unfortunately for Kendall, there's literally nobody on base, but there are no outs as he's leading off this inning. So the first pitch from Rosado is going to come in. This one's going to be a low changeup that unfortunately we're not going to be able to catch up to. I think it's going to be time for showtime though. So if we get something high in the zone, we're going to use it. This one's going to be a little low. We're going to lay off of that one. It's a sinker inside. All right, here we go. With the 1-1 count, it's time to go to showtime. Waiting for Rosado to deliver. He's going to go in. This one's going to be low a little bit. Kendall's going to rip that one. It's got a little bit of tail to it. That one's going to go to the wall. It should be at least a double for the speedster. Right there, it's not going to get to in time. We're going to go for a triple here. Easy does it, Kendall. A stand-up triple for him. Now we're in scoring position as the leadoff batter of the inning. Here comes Anthony Rizzo. What a day for Anthony Rizzo so far. The average has increased slightly. 2 for 3 with a double and a single and an RBI. All he has to do is get a base hit and he knocks Kendall in, but 2 strikes on Anthony Rizzo usually doesn't have the best ending to it. And Anthony Rizzo says, you know what, I don't care what you've seen before. I'm going to get an RBI here. Unfortunately, it is an out for Anthony Rizzo, but still, we decrease St. Louis's lead and hopefully we can get a rally started. Now, Kendall is coming back up. A triple, 2 singles, 2 runs. Maybe we're in the 9th inning. Are we in extra innings? We're about to find out, and oh boy, things just got significantly worse for us. There is a runner on base, but there's 2 outs here in the 9th inning. This one's going to be here. Kendall rips it to deep right field. It's going kind of foul. Can it be caught? It is unfortunately going to be caught in foul territory. And that is going to end today's ball game. The Cardinals are going to beat us. They've been horrible this season, but they were good enough today to walk out with a W. Kendall played decently well, had more power in the first game than he did the second game. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, and we'll see what Kendall can do in the very next video.